Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Megidi sɛ obiara ho yɛ. Mekyerɛkyerɛ mo nyinaa followers ne a mo share videos no ɛne n'asefoɔ. Mekyerɛ mo nyinaa. Megidi sɛ everything is alright with you. We are still on the religious teachings, flipping the other side of the coin. Yɛgu so a yɛyɛ. You see in the previous videos. Now, in the previous video, no na meka kyerɛ wo sɛ kan books no with me. So far. Contradictions and confusions are our Islamic books more concerning the birth of Prophet Muhammad. You see, there's other issues in other books. There are other problems in other books. There are so many problems in other books concerning the birth, Prophet Muhammad, the birth, Prophet of Islam, the birth. There are so many confusion. There are so many problems in other books. But odi sa books no bape kramofo ena nipa no time Islam ena nipa no time Islam. You immediately you brought that books in to talk about the birth of Prophet Muhammad in that books, you're going to have problem with Muslims. They think those books are not okay. They think those books they are enemies of Islam. Anytime you criticize Islam for Muslims, you are enemy of Islam. But they feel comfortable criticizing other religions without them being enemy of those religions. Like you just don't understand. It's just something that it baffles the mind of a thinkable human being because they criticize others, condemn others, but immediately you do the same to their religion, it becomes a problem. Then you are enemy, you are enemy, you are enemy, and they'll start to name you and they'll start to think of how to do what to do to you. This is a problem. So we decided not to bring the other books. We will do other teachings and then those books will come in. So we are not adding those books. We are using the Islamic books themselves, the books that are written by Muslims themselves. These guys, I'm reading their books. These scholars that I'm reading from their books, they are Muslims. They are Muslims and they are well known in Islamic world. So far, we've gotten 3 books which confirm that Prophet Muhammad is a shadow figure. 3 books. That would have been enough, but I want to show you more. Now, this is the next video to continue to explore and expose how Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam, is a figure shadow. Now, this is another book known as Asiratul Nabawiyah. You see, the interesting thing is that most of the Islamic books that are talking about the biography of Prophet Muhammad, most of them bear the same name. Asiratul Nabawiyah, Asiratul Nabawiyah, Asiratul Nabawiyah. That is their names. Asira means biology and Nabawiyah, prophethood. So the biology of the prophethood, Asiratul Nabawiyah. So the biology of prophethood. So it's the biology of the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad. The biology of the prophethood of the Prophet Muhammad. This is where the problem is. Now, some Muslims, I met one guy on one platform, a platform that we have discussions on. It's a platform of discussion, and he came there, and he is with this Quraniyun. Quraniyun are some type of Muslims. They are some kind of Muslim. As for them, they are the most funniest Muslims I've ever known. Honestly, pardon me, he said something. I remember that, and that's why I'm laughing. They are Quraniyun. The Quraniyun are those that says they go with only Quran. Any other book apart from Quran is fake or is questionable, is improbable. So I met him on one platform. I've never taken the guy serious since he said he goes with the Quran. We have a 1 or 2 or 3 banters on a particular verse in a particular chapter of the Quran, and I got to know that even he is claiming to be a Quran who goes with Quran alone. He doesn't even know the Quran. Yes, so I've never taken him serious. So they have problem with all these books. People, Quraniyun, the people that believe only in Quran, they have problem with Quran. They have problem with all these books. They think these books are rubbish. Actually, they think these books are. They are type of Muslims. They are kind of Muslims. And you have all these kind of people. You have all these kind of types and sects of the religion, and you want to tell me that it is coming from the mother of universe, the nature, the mother of nature, the creator. the mother of universe? No. The source of life? No. The confusion is too much. The confusion is too much. The mother of universe don't confuse. The mother of universe don't confuse people. The mother of universe don't make people go crazy. The mother of universe don't make people go mad when it comes to realities. Have you ever seen someone arguing on breathing? Because it is a structure of the mother of universe. Have you ever seen someone arguing on going to ease themselves? No. Have you ever seen someone arguing on how to eat, where to put food? No. Because it is a structure of mother of universe, the source of life. Have you ever seen someone arguing how to sleep? Because it is a nature. But anything man has made, there's argument. Starting from religion to politics, there's argument. You see, so it is man-made. These books, all these fictional stories. So these people that think they are Quraniyun, they go with the Quran. They don't have all these books, Bukhari, Muslim, all those Ibn Majah, all those books are rubbish. All these guys, like you guys are funny. These books are saying they are establishing the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad. And you said you don't believe in it. When you rubbish these books, you will be forced to rubbish Quran automatically. If you rubbish Sirah books, honestly, if you rubbish Sirah books, when you read the core Sirah books, when you condemn Sirah books as a Muslim, you will condemn Quran. You are automatically and indirectly condemning Quran. So those Quraniyun are the people I've never taken serious. I've never taken them serious. It's just like this. They've got to know that the thing is not coming from any God, no any Allah anywhere. It is a man-made thing. But yet they want to play around. They want to play around the thing and maintain the faith. This is what they are doing because they know. Immediately you condemn those books that are talking about how Prophet Muhammad started before prophet would come. You are condemning Quran indirectly without you knowing whether you know or not. Now, still on the date of birth of Prophet Muhammad, another book, Asiratu Nabawiyah. Asiratu and Nabawiyah, another one. You see, you can see how huge it is. Another one. The author of this book is known as Abduktur Ali Muhammad As-Salabi. Abduktur Ali Muhammad As-Salabi. Me personally, I have problem with this author. You know why? He's a religious political author. He writes in favor of a sect. He writes in favor of Sunni Islam. This guy, I have problem. This is not the time we'll discuss this. Almost 70 to 80% of Islamic historians are political writers, religious political authors, including those that wrote the books of Islamic act of worship, fiqh, Islamic jurisprudence, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi. All these guys are political writers. They are political writers. They wrote their books to please some political powers of their time. That is why most of these scholars who talk about them, most of them had problem with change of power. When a new political leader assume power, you will see that the previous one that is favoring the scholar, the new political leader will have a problem with the scholars. So the scholars have been having problem. Imam Malik had a problem. Imam Malik had a problem with a religious political leader and he was lashed. Imam Malik, the Malikiya, those of you following Malikiya, your scholar, your Malikiya, your Imam Malik ibn Anas, he was lashed by a political power, a political leader. He was lashed, just like the way Umar, Caliph Umar, a companion Umar, lashed, made other people lash Ibn Mas'ud. We will get there. So this is the thing. This guy is a political writer. I'll talk about him later. I have more than 8 or 10 of his books. The guy is a political writer. But let's see what does he got to say with the birth of Prophet Muhammad. And the interesting thing about his book, this book, is that he says Asiratul Nabawiyah the biology of the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad. That is the meaning of the book, Asiratul Nabawiyah. Now, he says, Arudun Wakai'un Watalilu Ahda. He says, this one got to do with some kind of criticism, some kind of rectification and ramification of problems. He rectified and ramified some of the problems of the Sirah. Let's see if he really did that with the problem of the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Let's go. This is what he has to say. In his book, page 44, if your edition and mine is the same, in page 44, this is what he has to say. Thalithan, he has it in subtopics. Now, Thalithan, point 3, Miladul Habib, the birth of the loved one, Al Mustafa, the chosen, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This word sallallahu alaihi wasallam has its own problem, which we will discuss later. Now, when you ask a Muslim what is the meaning of sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they will tell you peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad. My dear Muslim, you are wrong. Sallah is not peace. Sallah is not blessing. Sallama, sallallahu alaihi wasallama, the sallama is the peace. By Salah is not blessings. Blessing is barakah. In Arabic, the word blessing is barakah. Salah is to pray. So sallallahu, Allah has prayed upon, or Allah has prayed for Prophet Muhammad. So salah is prayer. Now it has two major meanings. In any case, that prayer that Allah is doing for Muhammad makes Muhammad an idol. Muhammad is a God which Allah Himself is praying for and praying to. This is a problem we'll rectify one day. Put it aside. So, sallallahu is not peace and blessings. You see, you've never checked it because you are being given like that. It has been given to you without you cross-checking it. Salah is not blessing. Blessing is barakah. The word salama at the last phrase is peace. Salah is prayer. Sallallahu alayhi means Allah has prayed upon him, Allah has prayed for him, or Allah has prayed to him. Now let's go. Miladul Habib. He says the birth of the loved, the beloved. Al Mustafa. Al Mustafa, the chosen. Mustafa means the chosen. If you are Mustafa in Zongo, this is the meaning of your name. The chosen one. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Allah prayed upon him and peace be upon him. Now he says, Wilid al Habibul Mustafa. Habib, the beloved and the chosen one, Mustafa, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was born, Wilida was born, Yawmul Ithnain, on Monday, bila khilaf, without any argument. So, according to him, there's a consensus that Prophet Muhammad was born on Monday. It seems like that, yes. It seems like that. But it wouldn't be true. It's not that right. It seems to be, it appears to be like that, but it's not really like that. Let's check it out. If not because of the problem in this book, Ar-Rahiq al-Maktoum, the Indian author, the book of the Indian author, who is known as Safiyur Rahman al-Mubarakfuri, if not so, it would be a problem. Now, he says it is on the 9th. He says it is on the 9th. That is the term. On the 9th, you see, if it is Monday, on the 12th of Monday, and you did that 3 days going back, so Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, so Friday. So according to the date here, when you take 3 days out of the 12, the birth of Prophet Muhammad will be on Friday. That is, if on the 12th of Rabiul Awwal is on Monday, the way they are saying it, counting, taking 3 days out of it is gonna be Friday. So on the account of Ar-Rahiq al-Maktoum, the Indian author Mubarakfuri, the birth of Prophet Muhammad is on Friday. So as Dr. Muhammad Ali As-Salabi, this guy is saying there's a consensus, there is agreement that Prophet was born on Monday is a problem because this is saying a different thing. I'm proving my point. Now, let's go. This can only be done by jigs, genius people, and can only be listened and analyzed by genius people. People that only insult, they don't go to library to read and condemn. This is not for them. The page is for the seekers of knowledge, not for the lazy ones. When the reality of life are uncovered, change is a must. So according to this man, he says it is on Monday on based on consensus. I've just proved him wrong with another Islamic book. I didn't. The difference between myself and other people is that they narrate it like an ancestor. They narrate it like fairy tales. I'm not doing it like that. I'm giving you the book. So I'll just use this book to counter what he's saying. It's not true. So there's no consensus. At least, if not for anything, one person has broken the consensus. That is Mubarak Afori. And Mubarak Afori, the author of Arahik al Maktoum, you can't joke with him. I just told you in the previous video that he got an award from Islamic world on this book. He firstly authored the book in his language, Indian language, Northern Indian language for that matter. You know, they have two major languages, the southern one and the northern one. Northern Indian language for that matter. That is this one. He authored it and then they translated it and he was awarded. So at least people that awarded him are Muslims, and it means they agree with everything he wrote here. So if Asolabi, this man is saying it is consensus that Prophet Muhammad was born on Monday. No, it's not true because people that agreed with this man will go with the Friday because he says it was on the ninth, and that on the ninth will be on Friday, right? Good. Now he says on Monday bila khilaf without argument. Wala aktharuna, but majority of Muslims ala annahu لثنتي عشرة ليلة خلت من شهر ربيع الأول says it is on the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal. Now, you see, you said Monday is consensus, and then you talked about the date. Now he's talking about the date, and he said the date is on the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal. Majority of people or majority of Muslims has agreed to that. Now let's continue. He says, وَالْمُجَمَّعَ عَلَيْهِ, what that has been agreed upon in Islamic world, and know that indeed he, alayhi salatu wasalam, Prophet Muhammad, prayers and peace be upon him, Willida, he was born on Amul Fil, the year of the elephant. Now, he is also going against one of the opinions of this book again. You remember this book? One of the opinions of this book is saying it is not Amul Fil. It is not the year of elephant. It is rather the day of elephant. Day is not year, bro. Day is not year. Eba, enyafi, baby. Open up. Open your mind. We are working here. It's knowledge. So, still, these are Islamic scholars talking about the very birth of the Prophet of Islam. The Bible preachers that are busy condemning Christians and the date of birth of Jesus Christ. Please, enough. Starting from your big sheikhs is enough. Go inside your own books and rectify your problem. Let Christians be. At least we've known that they have their own problem. Munji, we've seen their own problem. Rectify your own. You don't even know what is in your books, but you are busy reading other people's books, condemning them. Look at these books. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is more. What is that? This is injustice. Kawanutum, Kosovo problem. Meaning, let's go. So this is the problem. He says, Amul Fil, but there's another opinion in the oldest, second oldest book. So, second oldest of the Islamic Sirah is saying the day of elephant, and another opinion in the same book is saying the year of elephant. So here there is no consensus, Mr. Ali Muhammad Asalabi. What you are saying here is not right. Okay, so let's go. And he says, "Wakanat wiladatuhu," and his birth, Fidari Abi Talib, was in the house of Abi Talib. That is the fourth Caliph's father's house. Abi Talib, Ali, Imam Ali's father's house. Fidar Abi Talib, Bisham Bani Hashim. Ewo, in the vicinity of Banu Hashim. This is what this man is saying here. Another Sirah book, crashing, going, contradicting, and going against the books we've mentioned already. So you have 1, 2, 3, and you have book number 4. Are all of them contradicting each other in the birth of dates or date of birth of Prophet Muhammad. Historically, if this figure is not a shadow figure, tell me again, what else is this figure be? Or what else could this figure be? It's just like the other religious figures. They cannot be established. Their existence cannot be established at all. Their existence cannot be established. That is why your Quran didn't interest itself to talk about the birth of Prophet Muhammad, not even of his childhood. Because if that one were to appear in the Quran, it would have been an open and emphatical blow to the Quran. So whoever put those words in the Quran up is smart enough to take this stuff out. 4 books contradicting each other in the birth of Prophet Muhammad and still counting. Now, come with me in this one of the contemporary books. And the name of the book is Hayat Muhammad. I've spoken about this book before. When he authored the first edition of this book, he was perceived. The Muslims nearly killed him. They nearly killed him because he mentioned some realities here that became a problem. So he was forced to edit the book, and he edits the book. And he edit the book and take some of the things out. I've tried my best to get the original one, but it's fortunate and unfortunate. I got it, but I got software. So I have it on my external drive. I read it, and it's really interesting. Now, the thing is, this guy was forced to edit the book and take some of the things out. So this is, I think, second edition. Yeah, this is second edition. Hayat Muhammad is one of the people who didn't name their books as Siratul Nabawiyah. He didn't use Sirah for it. He said Hayat Muhammad, the life of Muhammad. Hayat is life in Arabic. Muhammad, and Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Hayat Muhammad, the life of Muhammad. Allah, prayers be upon him and peace be upon him. Now, he has something to say about all this thing that these guys have mentioned. Now, let's go. If your edition of this book, the author is known as Haikal, Muhammad Haikal. Muhammad Hussein Haikal, actually. Muhammad Hussein Haikal. If you have the book and your edition and mine is the same, go to page 133. Right? Now listen to this. He says, وَقَدْ اخْتَلَفَ الْمُؤَرِّخُونَ. The historians, Islamic historians to be precise, اختلف, has argued في العام الذي ولد Muhammad, in the year that Prophet Muhammad was born. There was an argument. So here he is confirming my point I made concerning the Abyssinian invading Mecca in the year 571 and not true, and that the king of Persia drive them out before that time. Now he says the year that Prophet Muhammad is said to be born, historians has argued about it. So there's no consensus. Nobody knows the year. Now this is what he says. He says, فَأَكْثَرُهُمْ عَلَىٰ أَنَّهُ عَامُ الْفِيلِ. Majority of them said it was in the year of Amul Fil, in the year of elephant, in the year of the expedition of elephant. This is a serious blow in the history of Islam because it's a problem. And he says, and that was in AD 570. AD 570. Now, according to this point of narration of this Sirah, 570, and Prophet Muhammad was born AD 571. So 1 year earlier. This is the problem. But in reality, if you check history, as I mentioned earlier, Prophet Muhammad, his birth in this year is a problem because the king of Persia, Anushirwan, Khosros, drive the Abyssinians out of Arabian Peninsula and took over the colonization of Arabian Peninsula in the year AD 568 to AD 569. Earlier than AD 570. And so, let's go. ويقول Ibn Abbas. Now listen. Now, and he says, Ibn Abbas says, إنه ولد يوم الفيل. Now, he says majority of Islamic scholars are saying Prophet Muhammad was born in the year of the elephant. But here is one of the cousins of Prophet Muhammad, Abdullah ibn Abbas, who is saying that إنه ولد يوم الفيل. No, my uncle was not born on the year of elephant, but rather my uncle was born in the day of elephant. Now, my dear listener and my dear analyzer, between the majority of the historians of Islam and the cousin of Prophet Muhammad, which one you gonna choose? I'm feeling how people who said I'm a liar regretting right now. I'm feeling their pain. Now let's go. It says, وَيَقُولُ الْآخَرُونَ, and others are saying that إِنَّهُ وُلِدَ قَبْلَ الْفِيلِ بِخَمْسَ عَشَرَةَ سَنَةً. And some said Prophet Muhammad was born before the expedition of the elephant of the Abyssinians 15 years earlier. Hey, 15 years before the expedition of the elephant. Meaning, Prophet Muhammad was at the age of 15 years when the expedition of the Abyssinians came to attack Mecca. That is what others are saying. Now, listen. He has put in all the confusions together. Muhammad Hussein Haikal, this one, he has put in all the confusions together. So I'm narrating it for you. So first one, majority of the scholars are saying it was in the year of the field, the year of the elephant. That's one. Second, Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Prophet Muhammad, is saying, no, my uncle was born on the day of elephant, the day the expedition army entered Mecca to destroy Kaaba with the elephant. That was the day my uncle was born. So second opinion. Third opinion, he says some of them says he was born 15 years earlier. So the year in which the elephant came, the expedition, the army of elephant came to destroy Kaaba, Prophet was 15 years old. Third opinion, وَيَذْهَبُ غَيْرُ هَؤُلَاءِ, and others also said إِلَىٰ أَنَّهُ وُلِدَ بَعْدَ الْفِيلِ بِأَيَّامٍ أَوْ بِأَشْهُرٍ أَوْ بِسِنِينَ أَوْ بِسَنَيْنِ. And others are saying no, Prophet Muhammad was born after the incident of the expedition of the elephant with some few days. Some say no, with some few after few months, and some say 2 years. after. This is too much. I repeat, Prophet Muhammad is a shadow figure. Now listen. يكدرها قوم بثلاثين سنة. Some say 30 years after the incident of the elephant that prophet was born. Some say 2 years. ويكدرها قوم بسبعين. Some are saying 70 years. Bunch of confusion in the year. This is the confusion in the year. The confusion pertaining the year. Now let's move the confusion pertaining the month. So there was no consensus in the year that Prophet Muhammad was born. You as a Muslim preacher, as a comparative religious preacher, or whatever you call yourself, you don't go to the library and pick these books and solve this problem. You are busy condemning Christians and Jews to hell. Are you okay, bro? You got problem, man. You got problem. Now, let's go to the month. There's a confusion of the month as well. And he says, وَاخْتَلَفَ الْمُؤَرِّخُونَ كَذَلِكَ. And the historians also argued في شهر الذي ولد فيه, in the month that he was born. Prophet Muhammad, in the month. We are done with the year. There's no consensus. There is no established year which Prophet Muhammad was born in it. Now let's come to the month. He says, وَإِنْ كَانَ كَثْرَتُهُمْ عَلَىٰ أَنَّهُ وُلِدَ فِي شَهْرِ رَبِيعِ الْأَوَّلِ. Majority of them are saying he was born in the month of Rabi al-Awwal, which I spoke about. This Rabi al-Awwal thing is the most ridiculous thing because he was born in pre-Islamic era. In pre-Islamic era, there is no month known as Rabi al-Awwal. Okay. Wakila, and some said, Wulida fil Muharram. He was born in Muharram, the first month of Islamic calendar. Some say, majority said in Rabi al-Awwal, and some also said Muharram. Wakila, and some said Wulida fi Safar, and some of them also said he was born in Safar, one of the months of Islamic calendar. So Rabi al-Awwal, some say he was born in Rabi al-Awwal, some said he was born in Muharram, some said he was born in Safar. وَبَعْضُهُمْ يُرَجِّهُ رَجَبًا, and some are saying he was born in Rajab. That is the confusion in the month. So some say Rabi al-Awwal, some say Muharram, some say Safar, some say Rajab. 4 different opinions concerning the month in which he was born. Just like the way the confusion is in the year. Now let's come to the day. And then, and also Alahini Yuraju Akaruna Shah Ramadan. And some are even saying he was born in Ramadan. He was born in the month of Ramadan. That is what some are saying. Now let's go. We are almost done. Let's finish this part. كذلك اختلف في تاريخ اليوم من الشهر الذي ولد فيه. Now the day. Now there's a confusion in the year he was born. There's a confusion in the month he was born. Now there's also a confusion in the day he was born. Now listen, Fakira, ولد ليلتين هلتا من شهر ربيع الأول. Some say on the second day of Rabi al-Awwal. Wakila li thamani layal. Some say on the 8th of Rabi al-Awwal. Some say on the second Rabi al-Awwal. Some say on the 8th Rabi al-Awwal. Wakila tisa. Some say on the 9th Rabi al-Awwal. Just like in the book of the Indian author. Wal jamhur ala anna wulida sani ashar. And some say it is on the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal. And he said, what called Ibn Ishaq wa ghayruhu. That is the saying of Ibn Ishaq and co. Confusion everywhere. I'm not making these stuffs up. I'm reading them from the book. Now, I'm asking you, is Prophet Muhammad a shadow figure or not? Question number 2. Is Prophet Muhammad different from, or is the date of birth of Prophet Muhammad different from the date of birth of Jesus Christ? The argument. Is it different? There is no difference. It is the same thing. They are shadow figures. They are fictional figures. They are fabricated figures. You can't establish the existence of Prophet Muhammad. Confusion all over. This is book number 5. Until we meet again, I will say to you bye-bye. Don't forget, our videos now, a little on Facebook, and the rest will be on YouTube. because we want to build and groom the YouTube page as well. Yet still, the last video about the dates of the birth of Prophet Muhammad is coming. That will be the next last one about the date, and then we discuss the incident surrounding the birth. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again. Bye bye.